All right, ladies and gentlemen, so if you was able to catch my last live, you might have heard me mention that I purchased the second truck. Here you have it. It's the second truck I purchased. This is actually strictly a parts truck. As you can see, it's the same truck as Ugly Money, and I got a lot of parts on this truck. I got a lot of parts on this truck that I could put to good use, so I got it for dirt cheap. The engine in it is blown. It's got a Detroit 60 series 12.7 in it. Motor's blown. It's rebuildable. It's got a Reman Super 10 even full of transmission. Reman transmission, whatever. That's less than a year old. So I pretty much got an engine and a transmission set up. I can pull the engine, rebuild it, pull the transmission. It doesn't need to be rebuilt. Like I said, it's less than a year old. A lot of interior parts, cosmetically and stuff like that. You know, it's an older truck, so a lot of these parts that I may need, you know, it'll be almost impossible to find. And I got it for a good price, man. I got it for a good price. What's going on, drivers? What's going on, drivers? Welcome to another episode of the Ripping and Running Show. I am your host, My Trucker's Keeper, aka the Neighborhood Trucker. As you can see, we in the neighborhood with it. Live from the Jacks, man. Hope all my drivers up, alert, ready to push on out, keeping it in between the lines, watching out for themselves and everybody else on the road, because y'all already know we got to drive for ourselves and everybody else on the road. Now today, we are in Metairie, Louisiana, old Jefferson Parish, you know, right around the corner from New Orleans. And I'm living up to my name today, man. I'm the neighborhood trucker, so I had to bring this motherfucker to the neighborhood. You dig what I'm saying? We're about to get unloaded, and I'm gonna goddamn catch up with y'all. Y'all see I got my community coffee. You see the lift man getting ready to, you know, get me unloaded. So what I need y'all to do is sit back, buckle up, keep your ears and your eyes peeled, close your goddamn mouth, and you might just learn something. Yeah. You know what it is, nigga? Yeah. 1008 shit, nigga. 1008 shit, nigga. We going for the gusto. Now how you coming, bro? Okay. I'm fucking with you then. Let go. Yeah.
Ace Banks on the track.
Pointers in my chain, that's in on my neck. Spaceship pull up at the intersection. V12 motor sounding real aggressive. Live by the G code, stick to the method. Whipping the Gleek, I'ma beat it and stretch it. Can't even lie on the shit like a septic. I got the green and the white like a Celtics. Out here in the Jacks, y'all. All right, drivers, all right. So, as I stated before, we in the neighborhood with it. Living up to the name, the neighborhood trucker, AKA My Trucker's Keeper. And first, want to start off by saying, despite how horrible I look right now on camera, ladies, I'm a much more handsome man in person, and I feel way better than I look right now, okay? So, it's been a few months, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a few months since you've seen me. It's been the same game plan, man, you know? Making sure that every move I make with my truck makes sense. The rates have been horrible. I'm not making as much money as I was last year or just a few months ago. Having a paid off truck signed on under someone else's authority will only help so much. But when you get to these fucked up rates and, you know, prices, once you factor in the diesel prices and stuff, it's starting to take a hit to my pockets. Now, I don't want you to get it misconstrued. I'm not fucked up or anything like that, and I'm not complaining or anything. It's just I'm not bringing in as much profit as I once was. So I've had to adjust. I've had to miss some weekends coming home. I've had to go some places that I don't normally go. I've had to take some rates that were less than $3. I mean, to be honest, you know, I've been an advocate for not hauling cheap freight. However, we have to continuously make some money. We got to make profit, you know what I'm saying? And it's gotten to the point to where for me to refuse to take any load that pays less than $3, it'll really put me in a bad position. I'd probably be on the road, stuck somewhere, wouldn't be able to get home when I need to get home, and, you know, things like that. So it's been rough, you know what I'm saying? That's not why I haven't been uploading any videos or anything like that. I've honestly just, well, you know what? Let me take that back. It probably does have a lot to do with why I haven't uploaded any content, because it's requiring a lot more work ethic, a lot more time, a lot more decision making. You know, I can't just, I got to make smart moves. You know what I'm saying? This is a business. You know what I'm saying? I got to make smart moves. Thinking, am I in the right field? Am I with the right company? You know, of course, going my own authority route is the goal, but is it time for that right now? I don't know. That's for me to decide. But I definitely wanted to drop a short video today and let you guys know what's going on. I had a few comments with you know, on some older videos and some DMs on Instagram and stuff like that. And I appreciate y'all comments and y'all DMs, man. Continue to hit me up in the DM and post your comments, because I do read them. And you know, a couple of subscribers been wondering where I've been MIA, missing in action. So I just wanted to give y'all an update on what's going on. Now, as far as Ugly Money, she's right there. She's still ugly and she's still making money and she's still running. Now, the question is, have I had any situations that were, you know, a big deal as far as like repairs and stuff like that? Neighborhood truck. But yeah, let me see, what has happened so far with the truck since I've been MIA? Nothing major. I had an issue. The biggest issue I've had since I dropped my last video is I had a short in the wire. There's a wire that runs from the battery to the ECM, and that cable was like, you know, how can I'm gonna show it to you. How about that? I'm gonna show you the cable. 2 seconds. Let's walk over here to the truck. I kept the cable, and I'm gonna show you guys what was going on. So the cable that runs from the battery to the ECM, here it go right here. It's a little dusty. This is it right here. Boom. You know, all burnt out and exposed. And what my mechanic was telling me is, if some of y'all remember, top of the year in February, I had to get my transmission. I had to get a new transmission. So this cable mounts onto the transmission to stay out of the way of anything. And what the people up there in Indiana did was they took the mount. It mounts onto the transmission. They took the screw out that mounted onto the transmission, and they never put it back. So pretty much this cable was just hanging to the point to where it started to burn up and short out, and because it was touching the frame. You know, every now and then it would touch the frame, and what it was causing the truck to do was shut off. It was just shutting off. The way the mechanic explained it is like it's like a switch cut. You know, it's like shorting out. So the computer thinks you're turning the truck off and turning it on, back and forth, back and forth. So I'd be idling. I was in St. Louis, Missouri, when I was idling and the truck just cut off, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so had a guy come look at it, and he couldn't figure out what was going on. Loves couldn't figure out what was going on. So I cranked the truck up, and I took it for, you know, I sent that motherfucker. Made it from St. Louis, Missouri to Atlanta, stopped in Atlanta, checked on my stuff, and I was there for an hour, and I left out from Atlanta to right before, like to McDonough. I pretty much made it to McDonough a few exits before the TA Jackson in Jackson, South Atlanta Jackson, whatever it's called, and that's as far as I was able to get it. It kept cutting off. It wouldn't cut right on, but it'll sit for like 2-3 minutes and it'll cut right up back on, and it'll drive. So I was able to do that, limp it there. Ran into a subscriber there at the TA. Shout out. Damn, I forgot that man name. I don't want to say the wrong name, but shout out to him because he put me onto a mechanic who fixed it, and he's now one of my personal mechanics. I've gone to him like 2-3 times already since then. So that's what's been going on, man, and that's the update. How you doing, sir? Besides that, the truck been running super fine. I do have a small oil leak that I want to get around to the shop and nip that in the bud. But other than that, man, the truck been running smooth, man. Ugly Money is a champ. God is good. He pointed me in the right direction to pick the ugly truck that would make it happen. And that's exactly what we do. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you take care of yourself, and regardless of how rough it is on the road, please groom yourself and don't be looking like my truck is keeping. You see, I was gonna come on here all pretty and sharp, but I wanted to let y'all know, I wanted to show y'all how hideous you can look when you don't shave and keep your hair done and your hair cut and stuff like that. So, like I said, man, with that being said, put you a plan together to get out that truck one day, because we don't want to do this shit forever. We probably ain't gonna be able to do this shit forever. And if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. As simple as that. I am my trucker's keeper, aka the neighborhood trucker. Make sure to holler at your boy when you see me coming down.
I put my best foot forward, head towards some elevation. I want